loving these videos, and I'm really glad that you guys are loving these videos too. And if you have any beauty related questions, just message me at info@deepabarar.com. The email address will be in the description below, or you can just message me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So today's question comes from Angie Sidhu. So she says, "Hi Deepa, as an avid fan of your vlogs/blogs, I trust all of your advice and tricks." That's really sweet. Thank you so much for all your support. My question is, what are some beginner tips for contouring? Hope to hear them soon. First off, thank you so much, Angie, for asking that question. That's a great question. Actually, I get that question a lot about contouring and highlighting and stuff like that. I have done a video on contouring and highlighting, so you can watch that if you want like the full-fledged look. But for a beginner, it can get a little overwhelming because the thing is that no contouring highlighting technique is going to be the same on every single person. See all those pictures on Instagram and it can get a little confusing because it looks like people have drawn like this like map on their face of like, you know, shading this down, highlighting this, and there'll be like brown dashes and white splotches, and you're like kind of overwhelmed looking at it thinking, what in the world am I supposed to do? I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make is just taking an image like that, which can work on the model that's used in the picture, and trying to translate it onto their face, where your forehead could be a different size, your chin could be a different size, your nose could be a different shape, and expecting to say have like the same result. That's not really gonna work. You really have to translate it to the shape of your face. So basically the way that contouring works, contouring is applying a darker color to your face to make that area look smaller. Or for instance, if you're putting it under the jaw, it's to make it look more sculpted and sunken in. So the idea is that dark makes things recede. Highlighting is placing a lighter color on your face and making that area look brighter, bigger, and pushed forward. So if you remember those two key principles, that's gonna help you when it comes to contouring and highlighting. So for instance, people like to contour areas that they wanna make look smaller. So for instance, like if you have a bigger forehead, you're gonna apply a lot more dark right over here to make it look smaller. Or if you have like a double chin, you're gonna put a lot of dark underneath the chin to make that look smaller. If you wanna really create sculpted cheekbones, you wanna place your dark right over here to make your cheeks look a little bit more sculpted. Now, if you have already sculpted cheekbones, you don't really need to add any more. It's just gonna make your cheeks look a little bit more sunken in. If you have very deep set cheekbones, you probably just want to focus more on highlighting. If your nose is a little bit wider, then you're going to want to place the dark right in here to make it look a little bit more narrow. But if you have a very narrow nose already, you're not going to want to place the dark there and make it look even more narrow. So you just have to remember those principles, and don't take that image and just throw it on your face thinking that you're gonna look like that as well. It just doesn't work for everyone. I'm not in any way saying that those images are bad. I think it's great because it promotes people to get out there and try different things and learn new tips and techniques and get a little more creative and in-depth with their makeup. Makeup is meant to be a lot of fun and allow you to sort of express your creativity. But the thing is that you have to translate it to what works with you. So when it comes to highlighting, the main things that people like to highlight is this area right over here. Now, I am a huge fan. I think this is like a general area that you need to highlight that will work on everyone. So you're starting from right underneath the eyes and you're carrying it like a triangle like this. And that's gonna make this area push forward. In other areas, like if you wanna make the nose a little bit more defined, you can place it down the center above the eyebrows to pop the eyebrows out a little bit, right on the center of the chin, above the cupid's bow if you want to make your lips look a little bit more plump. If you want to accentuate that sculpting right over here, you place it right under there. But like I said, you want to place it in areas that for you, you want to make it look bigger, brighter, and pushed forward. So just remember, the main thing is that one size does not fit all. You have to look at what your face needs in terms of which areas you want to make look smaller and push back, and which areas you want to make look bigger and push forward to balance everything out. The whole idea and where contouring and highlighting even came from is when, technically speaking, when you look at a face, the most appealing face to the eyes is a face that's symmetrical and oval shaped. So I hope I answered your question, Angie, and I will see you guys next week with another episode of Makeup Mondays. And if you found this useful, please share it with all of your friends and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys. Bye. It says, I have a question about pairing eyeshadows. I'm confused about how you know what colors work. That is a fantastic question, and actually, believe it or not, a question that I get